guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Heart of Amethyst, Almond's Path. So, we've got a new build coming out on December 29th for the public release. I'm very much looking forward to it. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. Malarn-chan, you are up, and let's go. Alright. Well, that's on me. The king requested one room, so I had no idea two of his men would come in at the same time. I should have been better prepared. So, if you desire, there is one free room at the end of the hallway. It's a little smaller, but I'm sure it will fit your needs just fine. That's great to know, thank you. And with that, the man bows lightly and then walks away down the hall. I keep my eyes on him as he slowly vanishes from sight, and when he is gone, I just walk back to our room. When I made it back to our room, Almond is sitting on by the bed. He is currently looking through the window, but I know he knows I'm here. I saw his ears twitch as I opened the door. Hey! Hey! Almond chuckles and then turns around. He stands up from the bed, luckily wearing his underwear, as I asked him to not take it off before I left. He walks towards me with a playful smile on his face. So? Yeah? How are we solving our sleeping problem? Knowing you, you'd rather jump out the window than sleep with me. I must admit, it really hurts, mate. You can be really rude sometimes. I didn't even say anything! Didn't you, mate? Didn't you? I feel my cheeks growing red as I punch him in the shoulder. Still, he does raise a valid point. We only have one bed, after all. We could both sleep in it. It's big enough for that. But we would need to cuddle a little if we don't want to risk falling. Or I could go sleep in that other room the innkeeper mentioned. The real question is, do I trust him enough? But I'm being ridiculous, aren't I? Of course I can trust him. Right? What, are we having sex or something? The worst thing that could happen is that we'll end up spooning one another. And, damn, I hate to admit it, but it doesn't sound so bad. I could use some comfort, at least for tonight. If you want, we can sleep together. I really don't mind that much. Almond's eyes open wide as his mouth moves to say something, but no sound comes out of it. You mean it? My cheeks go fully red as I notice his tail wagging. Why is he so happy all of a sudden? Is he really this easy to please? Please don't make me repeat myself, just get on the bed. Almond like that. I think I want to play some Evil West after this. I need to go buy it, though. Alright, he's going to take the little escalator down, then. Almond obediently nods and gets on the left side of the bed. I do the same after taking some time to blow out all the candles. I don't want to add another burnt building to my conscience. Alright, move aside. Almond moves a little, mere inches away from falling off the edge. I lay on my side and then get comfortable as best I can. It just looks so funny. Almond, on the other hand, remains motionless, probably because I haven't told him my plans about cuddling. He promised not to get too handsy with me after the first time, so I guess it's fine to let him get closer. You can be the big spoon. It would be unfair if I made you sleep like that all night. Are you sure, mate? Yeah, just don't go under the waist and we should be good. A few moments pass before I hear the sheets moving. He returns around to his side and gets closer to me. I can feel the warmth of his body pressing against my back, his defined muscles against me. The wolf places his right arm under my right armpit, while the left one goes under our pillows. He pulls me closer to him, closing the gap between us entirely. His hot breath on my neck makes me shiver and thank the goddesses the lights are off, because I don't want to see don't want him to see how red my face is. Are you comfortable? The words get caught up in my mouth. I can barely talk as the heat of the moment keeps increasing. This kind of situation is not something I'm used to, so it's taking my brain a little to settle down. I find Wolf presses his nose against the back of my neck and takes a deep whiff. I'm not surprised at this point, but did he really have to do that in a moment like this? What are you doing? Damn, mate, you smell so good. Even after the bath, I can still smell that scent of yours. Almond keeps his end of the deal, and his hands never dare go low. That doesn't stop him from using all the other tools at his disposal to rile me up. Almond, please. Sorry, I just find it hard to control myself, especially in situations like these. It's like seeing a kid with candy. You want to steal it, but, it's not the right thing to do. Especially when it looks so tasty. Oh, God. You wouldn't steal from a kid, would you? Would you? I'm not obligated to answer that question, mate. You're not a guard. With a chuckle at his silly joke, although I'm not entirely sure if he was being sarcastic. I just hope that the kid ends up okay. Anyway, just go to sleep. I promise I'll stop. With that said, the wolf moved a few inches away from my back, giving our bodies a tiny space between each other. I immediately missed the heat, but I wouldn't dare say a thing. I fear that he won't stop for a second time, so I just pressed my head against the pillow and closed my eyes, trying to calm myself. I must say, I don't think I'll get much sleep anyway, but I might as well try. Ling, ling. As expected, I didn't get much sleep. I swear I tried, but my brain was restless. I've been awake for at least 3 hours by now. Could be more, could be less, but I'm not too sure myself. I haven't been keeping count. Point is, I just couldn't sleep. Too many things in my head, I guess. So here I am, all alone in the middle of the night, staring at the diary Mr. Biscotti left me, with nothing but a candle to light the room. I keep my eyes on the book, inspecting it as best I can with the amount of light that I have. The leather feels good against my paws. It's certainly not the cheap kind. The pages are also of great quality, thick and won't rip easily, at least as far as I can tell. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on diaries or whatever. Just think this is too much. I mean, how much did he even pay for this? He should have used that money for something more important. I don't deserve this anyway. I sigh and then place the book back on the table, scratching my head as I try to feel some sort of comfort. Right under my left ear, the secret spot in which I've always loved to be scratched at. Doing it by myself feels a little lame, but it reminds me of my mom, so I do it when I feel lonely or sad. I need to pull it together, I say, trying to calm my nerves. After all, I can't break down now. Tomorrow is a very important day, and I need to be ready. I don't feel like sleeping, though, to be honest. I'm more awake than ever. Perhaps I should stop moping around and do something useful for a change. Or at least I think that's what Mr. Biscotti would say. I guess it's only you and me, buddy, I say as I lift the book and open it. I write my name in the first diary page and then rip it off. Then I place it in a little pocket the diary has a way of marking it as a way of mine. Guess I could also pee on it, but I'm not that kind of canine. Anyway, time to get creative. Stuff it up your ass. No. The codex has been added. Huh. Mate? I hear a voice in the back of my head, then a touch on what I believe is my shoulder. I grunt at it in hopes of making it go away. I just need a little more time. I'm so tired. I found him like this after I came down to get the kitchen going. Is he alright? Yeah, he's fine, mate. He just had a rough day. Will you two shut up already? I'm trying to sleep here. I see. Please tell him to stand up, though. The inn will open soon and clients will need that table to eat. On it. Shaking increases. It doesn't seem like it will stop anytime soon, so I grunt again, louder than before to assert my dominance. I really don't want to wake up right now. Eventually I hear a deep sigh and the shaking stops. Thinking I've won, I try once more to get comfortable, but soon enough... Ah! But what? I'm being lifted off the chair! I try to shake him off, but all I get from the wolf is a few giggles. Morning, sunshine! Yep, that's the thumbnail, right there. Okay, no, that's the thumbnail. Nah, I think the morning sunshine one is better. I do, and I'm quite good at it. Want to give it a go, mate? Just take me to the room. I don't want to cause a scene. Oh, is that a request? Please don't do any more lewd jokes. Just take me there so I can die. You won't on my watch. I feel my cheeks burning due to the embarrassment that I've been put through. Luckily for me, it seems like the only one here besides us is the innkeeper. For fuck's sake! Almond! Aye aye! Almond takes me upstairs in his arms. I try to ignore it, but I'm getting used to the wolf doing this. Don't judge me, it feels nice to be spoiled from time to time. And yes, I would rather die than let him know that. Anyway, we eventually make it up to the room. We eventually make to the room, and he puts me down on the floor. Who are you talking to so loudly? The innkeeper, mate. You need to get everything ready for breakfast. And you were kinda in the way. Are you alright, though? While he talks, I decide to crack the bones in my back, hearing how they slowly pop one by one. It hurts a little at first, but it slowly turns into a very pleasant sensation. Places to never fall asleep on. Number 1, the floor, and number 2, a hard wooden surface. Noted. I should be fine, but don't worry about it. I've slept in worse places. That's not what worries me, mate. Does this have anything to do with what happened yesterday? I feel his green orbs pierce through my fur like a dagger. His face expresses how worried and anxious he currently feels. Man, I didn't think it would be such a big deal for him. Although, to be fair, I almost killed a man yesterday, and today he finds me sleeping on top of a table. One second, guys. Okay, not a good look for me. But I hate when others worry about me. It kind of does, yeah. I decided to be open about it for once. It might be good to talk this out with someone. Even if I really, really don't want to. Okay, so I was feeling really shitty last night after what happened with that little asshole at the shop. My mind has been all over the place. You couldn't sleep. Exactly, I just wanted to keep my mind busy, so I decided to write some stuff down. Oh yeah, I saw it. You did a good job, mate. I'm impressed by your drawing skills. Wait, you saw? That's personal! Almond's ears immediately drop and I see his tail tucked between his legs. Couldn't help it. I was just lying there and I went to pick you up. And I just took a little peek, though. You can't blame me for that, right? Don't try to change the subject. How much did you see? I grab both of his cheeks and pull them. Ow! Trying to force him to tell me the truth. When my attempts fails, I just hear him laugh. Oh, mate, stop! You'll rip them apart. I swear I want to. Well, that was abrupt. Maybe a little critique here for Jaden. Love your game, man. I think that one may have could have used a little bit more of a smoother transition, maybe a little bit more of some additional dialogue. I feel like that scene was cut just a little too short. That's all my only nitpick right now. Whoa, hold on. What? Should I click it? I'm gonna save this right here. I'm gonna click that box. I am gonna click that box. What is in that box? Oh, it's the codex! Oh, sweet, okay. A record and collection of Tiharn history by the White Fox. Alright, so we can look at that sometime. Alright. After what happened that morning, we had breakfast and then spent some time in our room. When lunchtime came, we decided to eat at a restaurant. And right now, I'm standing by the entrance of said restaurant while Almond pays for our food. The streets seem to be even more lively today. I really can't believe how nice looking this place is. Everyone seems to be so well dressed. Makes me feel a little jealous, but I'm trying my best not to care. It won't do my heart any good. Besides, I won't be living in this damn city for much longer. As soon as I find my sister, I'll take all the money the king has been paying me and so I'll start a new life in the forest. The old man, her, and me. Just the three of us, living the dream with no one else to bother us. Hello, you in there, mate? Almond touches my shoulder, snapping me out of my own thoughts. I turn around to meet his eye and give him a smile. Yeah, I'm fine, just thinking. Well, you better move that cute ass of yours. There's something I want to show you. Wait, shouldn't we be ready to go to the bar? Mate, it's a bar. Going there before sundown would be a waste of our time. Now hush and follow me. He grabs my hand and then drags me into the sea of people. There seems to be something going on in the middle of the plaza because the closer we get, the less I can hear my own thoughts. What is up with all these people? Are they giving free food or something? Hurry up, mate, or we'll miss it. Miss what? Almond acts like he didn't hear me, but I know he's just playing dumb. What's so important anyway? It's getting frustrating. But as annoying as it is, I still follow the wolf through the crowd of canines. Not like I had any choice with how hard he's pulling my arm. After 10 minutes of walking, we eventually stop in front of a stage that is situated in the middle of the road. I see some yellow and red curtains hanging high on the top stage. There's also a pretty-looking red vixen who is handling some pieces of paper to the front row attendants. What? Hey, over here, we want one! The lady turns her head around and notices the excited wolf jumping over my head. She smiles and walks towards us, giving me a piece of paper with the number 21 written on it. Good luck, she says back to Almond with a very sensual voice and then winks at him, even though I was the one who took the paper from her. Almond whistles back at her, making the vixen giggle at his antics. Looks like I turned invisible all of a sudden. Mate, I told you, I'm good with the ladies. Why, you jealous? He raises his eyebrow at me with a playful expression all over his dumb face. I make sure to stomp on his feet for saying such a silly thing. Turning my attention to the stage, I see the pretty-looking vixen pull out a few big rings, some colorful balls, and huge purple box with some stars painted on the side. Huh, I wonder what this is all about. I voiced my thoughts, expecting Almond to do some explaining. He's the one who brought me here, after all. You'll find out soon enough. Now hush, it's starting. The lady steps out of the stage, and soon enough there's smoke covering the stage. According to what Acalis has said, this is probably some sort of elemental magic. Ladies and gentlemen. I jump when some voice suddenly echoes through the audience. It's even creepier because it sounded like the voice was right next to me. I look around and notice that everyone in the crowd is as confused as me. Ladies and lads, welcome! Welcome to the show of the great Jester of the East. A man that has traveled to the deepest corners of the world and has returned with the most impressive tricks you could ever imagine. Please clap your hands for the one and only. I feel my heart beating faster as the climax came. My eyes dart from the crowd to the stage, waiting for this person to finally show up. The Robin of Dawn! Oh, hello there. Oh, there's music! Oh god, it reminds me of music from Diddy Kong Racing. Oh my god. An explosion blinds all the members of the audience, but soon enough a figure seems to emerge from the smoke. A fellow around my size begins to bounce around the stage, throwing confetti all over the place. Ah, what a pleasure to see you all here. What joy, what fun. The crowd claps and whistles as the guy greets everyone around him with a big smile on his face. He's covering his eyes with a funny-looking mask that resembles a bird's wings. His dress is red and yellow, filled with all sorts of colorful stripes. He also wears a funny-looking red hat that I had never seen before. The man seems to be a dog, a corgi perhaps? I can't tell for sure. What a lovely audience we have here today. I'm flattered, ladies and gentlemen. Color me impressed. From nothing, the jester made a bouquet of red roses appear. The audience remained silent, probably as amazed as I am. Ah, sorry. Roses are for lovers, am I right? So unless one of the beautiful ladies in the audience wishes to date this dog, let us change this for a prettier color. The flowers ignite on fire, immediately turning to ashes, and the robin took a handful of them and blew them to the wind, creating a second bouquet of flowers out of nothing. Lavender or snapdragons this time. Better, don't you think? The audience roars as they see the jester perform. I couldn't seem to contain the excitement from within me as well, so I started clapping as loud as I could. Ah, yes, thank you, you're all too nice. You melt this dog's heart. Here you go, little lady. Make sure to take good care of them. The jester gives the flowers to a little girl who's being carried by her dad on his shoulders. The man then moves toward the 3 balls that had been placed on top of the table. He grabs them and tosses them around in the air. Catching one, then another, and another. The 3 never fall. They remain in the air as the jester walks around the platform. I know how to do that one. Almond whispers in my ear, making me jump as I had totally forgotten he was there. I've been so mesmerized by the act that for a moment I felt like it was just me and the jester. You have to teach me how to do it for sure. I say back, making the wolf laugh. Buy me a drink and I might consider it. As soon as Almond says that, the 3 balls light on fire. Oh my! Things got heated all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out! He throws the 3 balls into the air and then takes his hat off. They fall inside it, but the flames die down as soon as that happens. Again, the audience claps and the man bows. Then he takes the 3 balls and throws them at someone who is in the back of the audience. Alright, ladies and gents, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here. This is a good episode, a lot of content. A lot of cool stuff happened. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell if it's super thanks, or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!